Well, it's April 7th, and I've been just dying to get out here and hopefully find at least one arrowhead. And I think if I find one, I'll be pretty happy because these conditions are really tough here. There's a little bit of a cover crop sowed in here, and the snow just melted off here. But surprise, surprise, I've seen tracks in here already. So, well, that's okay. You don't see everything. Just as I'm going to show you here, I was looking at a flake right in this area here. I don't know if you can see it right there. But then I kind of like glanced to the side and I saw that. Now, from what I can tell here, that looks like a complete point. Tiny little birdie, but to me it's as good as a 6-inch point because it's one I didn't have when I came into this field, and just amazing to see these points still coming up out of this ground. Hasn't been really plowed in a while, it's been no-tilled. But let's take a look at this together and see what we've got here. It looks like it's got a nice point on it. Boy, it is tiny. Look at this little guy. Wind's blowing here, I better hang on because it might blow it away. Well, I would say classic Lamoka. Quite a long stem on this one. Typically they don't finish the base, you know, it was just kind of socketed into a reed shaft possibly. But yeah, that's a good point, and it appears to be all there with a nice, really nice sharp tip. So just as he left it and made it to use for hunting, it's just as sharp as the day he made it. So if I find any more, I'll be back. If not, this might be one and done, and I couldn't be happier to find one. Well, looks like it's not going to be a one and done. I think I've got something here. I have found a few other pieces that were, well, questionable, some possibly broken. I'll show them at the end, but let's take a look at this one here. I don't know if it's all there or not. It looks pretty good, though. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Look at that tip. Gosh, I love finding these little guys. Look at that arrowhead. That is a beauty. A little surprised to find it too, because this part of the field, I just on a whim came over here to look. Never usually find too much here, and a couple things are starting to show up. Well, I'll be back if I get more. But so far it's been a great day. Guys, you aren't going to believe this one. I can't believe it yet. I was coming up this row and I thought maybe I didn't move over far enough, so I backtracked a little bit and I looked down and I just saw a stone that looked kind of suspicious. And you know, I moved it, checked it out, and I do believe this is all there. This is this is what I saw right here, just this light colored area. I think this adze is all there. Look at this bit, it's razor sharp. Wow, that was very unexpected. It's just a little beveled adze. It could be snapped on the end. Sometimes I've seen them finished this way. This looks pretty much all there. But wow, to start out my first hunt of the year with something like this, it's telling me 2015 is going to be a great year already. I'll clean this up and show it to you a little better, but this is a great find. I can't believe that I actually picked an adze up. It's kind of a funny bit. I mean, it's a little curved, but you know, maybe that's the way he wanted it. These were individuals that made these things. You know, they had a common idea, but they had their own individual touch too. So check this out. Gonna have to check this part of the field more often, I guess. Anyway, I don't think I can top this, but I'll be back if I find anything else. Well, it looks like we're gonna have 3 for the day. Found some other interesting things too. I'm in this section of the field where I find those broken pestles, and remember I glued one back together. So I'm really slowing down here and taking my time. I almost didn't walk this far, and I'm so glad I did, because I would have missed this point just laying right here waiting for me to pick it up. Look at that. Now that for me, on this field, that's a big one. Not a bad piece. It's pretty thin, too. Looks like it's got a little damage here, but tell you what, for the most part, that's just about all there. And it looks pretty good. A little crooked, but you know, it worked, and that's all that mattered. So there's another good find. Nice tip on this and decent base. So, well, I'll tell you what, this is looking good here. I'm gonna keep looking real slow in this area, see if anything else pops up. So I'll be back. Well, here's another one. Let's see if this one's got its tip on it. I don't know. It feels a little. Yeah. Most of it's there, but that tip is missing. Just a small amount of the tip. But nice find regardless. I mean, I know what the tip would have looked like, so pretty well see what the point is. It's a good point. I'm in a pretty good spot here, so I'm going to slow right down and see if anything else shows up. I'll be back. Well, I'm pretty sure this is a point right here. And the way I'm getting towards the end of this field, I think it might be the last one, but I'll look a little bit longer. But let's grab this guy right here and see what we got. It's tiny. Wow, look at that little tiny arrowhead. Pretty cool. Little birdie. They sure did make some small ones, didn't they? Yep, that just laid right there. Well, maybe there's one more. So if there is, I'll be back to show you. Well, I didn't take 5 steps and I see something else right here. Oh yeah, that's a nice blade. Real thin. That's probably just exactly what it is, a little blade preform. But it's definitely got a sharp edge right there. That's a good find. I'm happy with that one. Well, maybe I'll find more. This spot seems to be showing a lot of signs right here, so I may be back. Okay, I'm going to do a real quick wrap up of the finds. Just some curious rocks up here. This thing is pretty cool. When you hold it in your hand, it's definitely been shaped. Not sure really what it is, if it's anything. This one is a hammerstone. I'm sure we can see the work pecking on the end, and there might be a slight dimple in that. But this definitely shows that it's been used to hammer on something. And I'm positive, by the weight of this and the shape, that this is a Napper's hammerstone. It's just got everything I would want in a hammerstone to do some napping. So I'm pretty sure about that. Of course, there's the adze, and you saw that when I found it. And the flint finds. Pretty good, really. Field grade stuff, but I love it because it all represents a picture of the times they lived. These are considered archaic, so that goes back quite a ways. I've heard some say 3500 BC, whatever. But anyway, that was my afternoon, and I'm more than happy to find those things, and I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me on the hunt. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more next time I get a good field to look on.